All right, our weekly energetic forecast. I'm at this beautiful sunset today, and I'm facing the other way today. I thought I'd share this serenity with you. I was going to do it later on, but the serenity, how's the serenity? So you might as well enjoy the serenity while I'm sharing this live stream so we can jump into our energetic psychic forecast for the week of the 24th, I think it is. Didn't even put it in the title. Yes, the 24th. How's the serenity? It's peaceful, huh? Super peaceful. I'm just sharing this, and then I'll flick the camera around and be right back with you. So pretty, huh? So pretty. Okay, shared. I'm gonna flick it around and say hello. I'm fresh out of the pool. I was just lounging around the pool and I was like, no, I have to do it now because look at that sunset, right? Maybe it's like a thing, Sunday sunset forecasts or something. So I'm a little bit burnt today too because I was in the garden in the middle of the day and it was quite hot. And I was like, oh, I think I got a little bit burnt. All right, so welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for some of you around the world. So lovely to have you here. I'm using the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle today. So for the start of our week, I can feel the shivers. Oh, clearing the excess. I've literally been I planted all my little seedlings into the garden beds. I cleaned up the garden. And I was cleaning the pool, lounging in the pool. And it's clearing the excess. Yeah, beautiful sunset glow. I think I am a bit red, but anyway, it's a sunset glow. Let's just put it as a sunset glow. So clearing the excess. You are entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. So who has been cleaning? Who has been cleaning and clearing the excess? This is the start of the week, and I'm also really getting, anything that's unorganized, anything tying up loose ends, clearing the clutter. Haven't stopped cleaning in weeks. Yeah, so clearing the excess, yeah? All right, for the middle of the week, let's have a look here. This one right here. Ta-da! Oh, check it out. These cards are so beautiful. I don't even know what it says. Total submersion. Don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. So I talk about this immersion learning, right? Not so much homeschooling. Unschooling is based in that philosophy. You could say entrepreneurship is definitely based in that that philosophy as well. Yeah, immersion. Yeah, immersing yourself. So in the middle of the week, so this is our weekly energetic forecast. So the card for the middle of the week is total submersion. So totally immersing yourself in a project. So you're totally clearing away the clutter, organizing things, totally, cleaning up all the excess. Everything is clear again, finally, right? Start of the week. Middle of the week, dive into that project and fully submerse yourself in the project, interest, or goal. Yeah, so totally block everything out and just give it your all focus. All right, so end of the week, I'm just randomly pulling cards from through the deck. I was shuffling them before, and it's this card specifically, whatever this one is. Oh, look how do you reckon that's very heart chakra? Amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous for you. So it's like totally immersing yourself in a project in the middle of the week, or immersing yourself in something. It could be totally immersing yourself in something that you need to finish. Yeah, or fully immersing yourself in self-care, or blocking the world out and doing whatever, right? And then the end of the week, I want to say, like it says wait, right? I want to say trust your intuition, because look at the heart. It's like this spiral into the heart. It's all green, yeah, with the seahorses and the seaweed. So yeah, the cards are perfect. So amble with contentment. And I'm just going to have a look. I did pull, so the overline card for the week is, the bottom card is persistent drive. See what you desire and move towards that goal. Hence the immersing yourself in the middle of the week, yeah? Clearing out the stuff, organizing the space, and then totally immersing yourself. Like it says, amble with contentment, like waiting rather than acting. I want to say trusting your intuition around when to move forward, right? Because you might need to wait, or it might be needing to continue the cocoon. Yeah, the cocoon of the heart. Check it out, what you're passionate about. See, it's like spiraling into the heart. You might need to continue this. This might be more of the contentment, like just continue to, like, I want to say immerse yourself until you've finished. That's what it feels like. Whatever that is, yeah? And then the persistent drive, there's sharks on there. Sharks are all about protection and protecting your energy. And protecting yourself in all ways. So see what you desire and move towards that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So again, right, use your instincts and intuition to guide you for optimal outcome. So there's very much this. It's kind of like, yes, like with your intuition and making a decision, you know when you know, right? You know when you're like, do you know what I mean? Like if you don't have a yes, it's not like a yes, like just wait until there's that yes. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of the time, like it's not a big yes yet, because it's just not the right time. Now this is a little bit different to, like something doesn't feel right, so don't do it. Right? When we know we need to do something, and we've been working on that goal. This is what this is about this week. Sometimes we still need to do that goal, but it's like, just hang on a sec. Like it's not finished yet. The project's not finished yet. Divine timing hasn't totally locked into place yet. Other things haven't happened yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like when we know we need to do something, but it's just not yet the right time, right? Now, sometimes that can sound like a sabotage for some people, or like just make it happen. I mean, like, yeah, there's a time for making shit happen, and then there's a time for just waiting for the, like, okay, now it's go time, right? We know when there's something, and it's interesting when we're clearing out the clutter, the card for the start of the week, and we're cleaning up things, tying up loose ends, finishing, organizing stuff, and we're kind of like, okay, cool, now I can get this thing finished, or I can totally do this thing and no interruptions. I've got a clear space, clear energy to do it. And then it's kind of like, okay, cool, well, we're still kind of waiting for the go time, yeah? So let's look for the goddesses for the conscious, what we're conscious of this week, which is above the cards, and then below, the unconscious. What are we not conscious of that's running under the surface of totally immersing in our project? And as I was saying that, this card just fell out. So this is Nematona. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So hang on a sec. That means more of this. Check it out. Sun's going down in the country. Oh, it's the hinterland, whatever. Pretty. So more of these sacred spaces, yeah? This is what's going underneath the surface this week. This is the unconscious this week. Yeah, so what is underneath the surface? Yeah, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Where is your power place? Yeah, where is your power place? It's almost like your grounded connection yeah, is going to keep you connected to your heart so you know when to take action. Yeah, that's what that feels like. All right, let's have a look. I know that card is a sunset view. It's amazing, right? That's what I was like, oh my gosh, check out this. I was going down on the horizon. All right, so that was underneath the surface. Let's have a look at the conscious, and then with what, and come back to that, the sacred space. Okay. All right, so it just flicked up. So what you're conscious of is you're very sensitive. I was just shuffling before and the same card was on the bottom, right? I was like, okay, that's the bottom, but I got to shuffle first for this one, and it's still the same card. It's the High Priestess card. Your intuition. You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. So what you're conscious of is the sensitivity, the white Tara. You're becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So it's interesting, yeah, that I was getting out other cards here. So under the surface is the sacred space, yeah, with that beautiful sunset view. So you're really sensitive. Now, this is unconscious. This is the subconscious. This is what's going on underneath the surface, right? Now, if we look at it, we could look at it in a positive light, in a sense that you're clearing away the clutter. You're energetically clearing your space. You're cleaning out all the things, right? And you're also then able to immerse yourself in the project, completely give yourself permission to just block everything out and either get the thing done or get the thing finished or get the thing started or get all the things, right? And like give yourself permission to continue to follow your intuition. Give yourself permission to continue to follow your heart. It's all green, right? And wait until that moment of like, yep, this is it. This is the go time. This is what I have to do. I know it says wait, but I feel this is more about trusting your intuition. And this underneath, right, the sacred space is like your power place is the divine. Like your sacred space is your connection to source, is your intuition. Right? So running under the surface this week, I want to say as well, like energetically, yeah, you're really sensitive. You're conscious of your sensitivity. I want to, when this card comes up, it's also like you feel energy left, right, and center. You feel all the things all the time, right? And so when you look at the your intuition, that's your sensitivity, right? Your sensitivity is your intuition. So you're conscious of that as well. But this connecting to the divine, it feels like it's like you're surrounded by intuition this week, right? Like the cards are like conscious on top and on the bottom. If I was laying the 3 cards for the middle of the week, this week would be in the middle here, right? This is underneath. So it's like you're surrounded and you're fully cocooned by your intuition. You're fully cocooned by yourself, you hold, like, do you know what I mean? Like you're held by your intuition. And so this week I want to say to you, like, be extra conscious of your sensitivity, be extra conscious of your intuition, be extra conscious of all the things. Like, for example, just cleaning out the garden, and I was like pulling out the plants, but they're, it's just like sort of gets overgrown, like near the path, near the gate there. And I've walked past many times and I'm like, that stuff can't grow there. That's not, I'm not having like a snake little nest right at my feet when I walk in the door. That's not happening. No. So anyway, I was pulling out the weeds, and I got my gumboots on, and I'm like kicking around just to, get any animals out before I put my hands in to start pulling out these plants. And I was like, there's a snake in here. Like, I just intuitively knew, right? And anyway, I was like, so I'm like really like moving all the plants and stuff with my gumboots. I'm like, okay, where are you, snake? Because I need to rip these damn plants out. We're like, Anyway, there wasn't anything. I was like, okay, whatever. So I pulled them all out and just sort of left them in a pile on the path, went and had lunch, purposely left them on the path to like, if there's any last animals or spiders, because I had to put it in my car to take it down to the burn pile down the hill. And like, then I'm sitting in the kitchen having my lunch, and what do you know? The cat's like, pounce, pounce, pounce on the thing, and I'm like, no. It's like, Dawn, Dawn, get away from that. And I'm like running down. Sure enough, there was a fucking snake. And the reason that I'm sharing that is because your intuition is on point this week. Do not doubt your intuition this week. Like literally, like I don't know how I didn't see it and pull it out with my hand. Like I don't know, whatever. They curl around stuff. I don't know. It was pretty thick sort of bushes, whatever. At the same time, and I was just like, trying to get it in this bucket. Like I need to get a snake hook, whatever's. And I'm like trying to get it in this bucket, and I'm like I was almost in shock. I was just like, I fucking knew. I knew it. I knew there was a snake here. God damn. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you just know. And this is the thing. I was like, got to trust myself more. Like, when I'm surfing out in the ocean and I'm like, there's sharks out here. Like, I just know. I can feel them. But of course, I don't have confirmation of that. But then, like, with the snake incident, I'm like, my intuition is freaking on point. I knew. There's a lot of gardens that I pulled out today. I'm like, there was I didn't feel that. But I just knew. I could feel it. I knew. And I had confirmation later. And so a big, strong message this week is trust your intuition, okay? Now, this is a sacred space. It is in the unconscious part. So you might want to consciously take time to meditate, consciously take time to, like strengthen your intuition and have like a solid meditation routine this week to strengthen that so that you can trust it more and more. But like really strongly, like clearing out the excess, clearing out the clutter, totally submersing yourself in a project, giving yourself permission to fully just drop it straight into it and sit there until you've finished, right? Or, you keep going until it's done. You are very intuitive, right? And maybe you do need to take a break from chemicals or some sort of food, or maybe you do need to do some sort of clean out. Yeah, maybe you're all aware of that too, right? But at the same time, your intuition is really on point this week. Do not doubt it at all, okay? So that is our, and just, so this is the bottom card of the goddess deck, right? That we're choosing for these ones, yeah, the conscious and unconscious. The high priestess, like I said, right? You have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching, which is your intuition, which, like as a high priestess, you're intuitive. As a priestess, you're intuitive. Like, I'm like, if you need more confirmation about what I was just saying, I'm like, your intuition is heightened this week. So continue to trust it, okay? Do not doubt it this week especially. And when you need to take action on something. You're like, okay, cool, it's go time. Right? And if it's not quite yet, but you need to do something, you'll feel it and you'll be like, okay, cool, now it's time. Right? You guys know that, yeah? A sacred space, yes, is being out in the mountains. There we go, clears the clutter in my head. Exactly, right? So you guys know what you need to do to connect to your sacred space, to connect to your source, yeah? So thankful for you explaining this. What an exciting week ahead to trust intuition. Yeah, 100%. Jump right into it, fully submerge yourself. And in the submersion, do not doubt. So if you're like jumping into a course or a training or buying something or whatever it is, don't doubt that afterwards as well. Like the submersing yourself into something can also be like, I want to say purchasing something or something that you're like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't. Like, it's like, no, fully commit is what it feels like as well. Yeah. So that too. You're so welcome. So if you guys would like me to be your intuitive guide for 2022, we have the 2022 personal psychic forecast. That is where I go through and I pull a card for each month for you through January through to December. So a card for a month, and I go through and just sort of sense into the energies for you for what the month is and kind of give you some heads up, give you some specific dates. To tune in, to understand, what months to go time, what months to pull back, all that sort of thing. So the 2022 Psychic Forecast, you can find it on my website, you can find it on my Facebook page, you can find it by sending me an email, you can find it in the title of this live stream as well, and I shall see you next week for our weekly forecast. So thank you so much for enjoying this beautiful sacred space with me. In this beautiful sunset, in this beautiful serenity, with just the crickets, with just the crickets, and the birds, and the cows when they go on about stuff. All right, I love you guys. Bye.